And they really have. I got no tissue in here. At all.
I sit back and read like head in the hood. 21 Savage, that came with the Mac. 21 Savage, not boys in the hood, but I pull up on you, shoot your ass in the back. Stuart little hurt, these niggas some rats. Pocket full of cheese, bitch, I got rats. I'm a real street nigga, big time, not one of these niggas banging on wax. Pussy niggas love stink, this until I pull up on them, slap them out with the fight.
What's up, family? It's your girl, Jordan, aka Ashley Banks. Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you are new here, I do have to introduce myself. My name is Jordan. My blog name is Ashley Banks, so I'll go by that as well. But you can call me whatever you want as long as it's nice, please. Here we discuss mindset management, how to increase or grow your self-confidence, lifestyle, fashion, and so much more. However, my overall objective here is to make sure that everybody feels welcome, secure, and laid back and free enough to be their true authentic selves in my space. So whether you're black, white, green, purple, bi, gay, straight, non-binary, you like pickles,
really,
whatever,
nigga,
come on in and let's chat. Okay, so this intro is always pretty long as is, but let's get right back into it and why we're here today. Today, I'm so proud to be introducing one of my projects that I've been working on another channel that I have called Backstories, which you can see right here. It is basically like a sit down and tell all between my mom and my older cousin. Pretty much it just became this like thing that blossomed, and like I truly and genuinely enjoyed doing it. And I kind of took a break away from it because I wanted to go in a different direction. It's like a sit down type of thing where I just get with people and discuss life, to be honest. I basically allow people to unfold their stories uninterrupted and fully supported. So if you came over here from my Backstories channel, thank you so much. But also, like, if you're interested in seeing more content from my mom and my cousin, then like they will make an appearance. Don't worry. Just stay tuned and bear with me as I get this project running and off the ground. So in this video, I actually got the opportunity to interview someone that I, first of all, just love and adore, but second of all, I think it's good representation of what a true girl boss is and looks like. I not only admire her hustle, but I admire her dedication to serving people and to also living her life out loud as well. Because if you know her, you know she's the queen of like IDGAF, okay? She is. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Estee Roquemore, who is the owner of We Rock Faces and Bossbeautees in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Estee is a great person doing great things. And I think that it's important to highlight people, everyday people that, you know, are overlooked and can be considered an underdog, especially in today's society where everything is so glitz and glam. I want to show the back end of that, of like the struggles or, you know, just real life conversation, which is missing from a lot of the content on the internet and on social media. So yeah, that's like why I'm here and why I'm doing it. And so this segment, I've kind of just titled it Good People Doing Good Things. I think that that's as simple as it can get. With that being said, I really hope y'all enjoy the video. Hopefully it doesn't pick up breathing and stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have today here Estee Roquemore with We Rock Faces.
Wait, let's start over. I didn't have the other earring again.
So we have Estee Roquemore with We Rock Faces and Bossbeautees. So Estee, just go ahead and tell us about yourself in 5 words or less.
Self-driven, hardworking, inspiring, motivating, optimistic lady.
Can you just tell us a little bit about both We Rock Faces and Bossbeautees?
Yes. Bossbeautees is my tea shop. Actually, let me just rewind it back. So I'll tell you about We Rock Faces first because it started with We Rock Faces. We Rock Faces is my lash bar. I'm a licensed esthetician and a lash stylist. I've been that for 5.5 years. I basically build women's confidence one lash at a time. Some of the clients that I do even come in here because they suffered like hair loss, dealing with like cancer and stuff, and I tattoo brows on, so just really just helping restore confidence. So Bossbeautees came about because of my creative side. I started making myself t-shirts to promote that I do lashes, and it was getting me clients. So that in turn turned into, when I would train other women, they would ask, can you make me a shirt? Can you make me a shirt? And it just kind of branched off from there. So Bossbeautees is my other business that branched off from We Rock Faces, which is a girl boss entrepreneur apparel tee boutique. And I just make all sorts of tees, not just lash tees, but motivating, self-confidence boosting t-shirts, all about women empowerment, girl boss, badass behavior.
Whoop, whoop. We love to see it. You just told us a little bit about like what inspired you to create these two brands, which by the way, it's awesome and love you for that. But tell us a little bit about your target audience, because like with your, you know, Bossbeautees is a lot more like, okay, so We Rock Faces to me is very like girly and chic, and then you have Bossbeautees that's like more like, you got your bougie side, and then you got your side where it's like, I'm a little bit hood too.
A little ratchet.
Yeah, a little ratchet. So go ahead and tell us about like your target audience, or who it is that you're trying to draw in.
Okay, so you are almost head on with it. My target audience with We Rock Faces is obviously women who want to look good conveniently without spending as much time in the mirror. So with We Rock Faces, my target isn't anyone who really knows how to do their makeup. It is the average everyday Joe mom. My prices even point to a normal class working, middle class working mom or single mother or young lady. So I try to make sure that my prices are affordable to that demographic area. And again, persons who don't really know how to do makeup, so then they come in, they have to constantly come back to me to get their extensions or even to put their brows on. With Bossbeautees, my target is a lot more wider. However, it's definitely the young lady or even older lady who is just all about confidence, typically the women who shop with me, they typically shop at like Fashion Nova and stuff like that. It's really trendy, targeting people who are into like fashion trends and stuff. I carry a lot of dope tees with a lot of sayings, including stuff from hip hop, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, the City Girls. So my target is definitely not everybody, but it's for the trendy woman who just displays girl boss confidence in behavior.
So with all that being said, it sounds to me like there's a lot that goes into like running two businesses, and I think that something kind of more trendy now is everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, but they have no idea what goes into it. And you know, your story is freaking incredible, and I'm not just saying that because like obvious reasons, but I'm saying that because I know it. And I think that people out there need to hear what is actually difficult about being an entrepreneur. So can you tell us a little bit maybe about your journey and like what it's like in today's time to be an entrepreneur?
I think that the most difficult thing is the self-motivation part. When you combine social media with your average everyday life. A lot of people don't realize that you are only going to see what someone wants you to see. A lot of the times, even myself, I'm not able to show behind the scenes because I'm working, trying to get to like the final result. And I feel like if a lot of people seen my behind the scenes and actually knew exactly what I did, they'd probably be like, oh, hell no. Because sometimes I am here till 4 a.m. in the morning creating t-shirts for people to ship out the next day, even though I have to get up, take the kids to school at 6 a.m. That means an hour worth of sleep on a really super busy weekend. And that's okay for me because I'm headed toward a goal. So I say that to combine with the social media thing. If you are on social media and you follow a lot of high achievers, you tend to compare your day 3 to someone's day 560 something, and that's a few years down the road. And when you've just started, there's no way that you can progress really quickly to where that person went to, because that person has dealt with the 4 a.m. days and you have not. You're just barely like trying to get your website together. So I think that's the most difficult thing, and I would just tell people a lot of the times what keeps me motivated is I have some people who I aspire to have like their same business goals, I guess you can say, or at least I think I do. But I also am very confident on where I'm going, and I've written down where I want to go, so I don't let that deter me in any type of way. But I follow a lot of people on social media who are in my same class, so we're like at the same pace, or I assume we're at the same pace. So it motivates me to look on that on my timeline versus looking at all these millionaires and I'm not there. Depression will set in and all kinds of things. So the most difficult thing is definitely trying to stay self-motivated, and the tip is, if you're on social media, obviously we all are, is to follow people in your same realm.
That's some great advice that I think like a lot of people don't take because they're so used to looking at somebody that maybe like above or like beyond them. So what do you do to stay like motivated?
I write in my journal a lot. So if I am just browsing any type of social media or something and I see an idea, something comes across, I write it in my journal. I go back to my journal all the time. I refer to it. This is my journal.
Oh, she got it right there.
I refer to it all the time because that keeps my goals aligned. So let's just say if something popped into my head right now, I would write it down, and then I constantly add to that. Like I get the goal and then I break down how I'm going to get to that goal, and I just do little bit of stuff towards that each day, no matter what. Even if it's something as I have to research something online to see how much it costs or what it'll take for me to get that, then it just might be that. It might just say, look up such and such on Google. But I've added to that goal on that page to equal up to this main big goal. So keeping a journal definitely keeps me motivated because it keeps me on track.
But would you say that that's a form of self-care? And if so, what other types of self-care things do you do to make sure that you're being fed? Because as a business owner, it's easy to like forget about yourself because you're so worried about producing and things of that nature. So like, I know you just talked about journaling, but is there anything else that you personally do or that you would suggest people kind of get into as a business owner?
That question is a little bit difficult for me because my self-care is my business. I love helping people. I love making them feel confident. I think that if you're doing something that you genuinely love, then you don't really say too much of work is work. Because like, sometimes I'm tired of pressing and making shirts, but when we get to like content days and stuff and getting all made up and stuff, it's not even work for me. And I will literally shoot content all day. It's like my self-care day because it makes me feel so good to get all dolled up and do that. But aside from that, something that just pops into my head that I feel like that I'm always like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this because I deserve this because I worked hard, is food. I eat whatever I want. If I want a steak and a lobster, I'm gonna get a steak and a lobster. It don't matter what it is. If it's Indian food, if it's Mexican food, if it's my favorite restaurant, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna DoorDash it or go to it. So yeah, I don't know. My self-care is my business in a sense because I just love it. That's just real.
But other than that, you're telling us to treat ourselves. Like,
that's correct. Food.
Yes, treat yourself. I guess that leads me to like my next question of like, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but like, what's your bigger picture or your why as to like, why did you start all of this? Like, if you could think of one thing that really led you to start We Rock Faces, what was that one why that you kind of go back to in moments where you might feel kind of down or like you're just tired and exhausted? Like, what is your why?
My why definitely stems from my confidence. I mean, from my clients' confidence. Like, they literally act like they can't live without me. They literally act like that. It's like, even if I wanted to like quit and like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, like, I have some women who like rely on me. Like, they come into, it's like the women's safe haven and stuff. They you know, it's therapeutic, their lash appointments. If you're going behind just them, or beyond, I'm sorry, just them getting their lashes done and, oh, I look beautiful and I feel good. They come in, some of them lay down and they just dump it all out because they have nowhere else to talk to. That's what keeps me going all day too, is kind of helping my sisters figure out little different things in life. And it's not always all business. Sometimes it's personal things. And then I have some that simply come in and they say, this is the one time that I get to lay down and I get to rest uninterrupted. So I put the little jazz on. It's their self-care. So my why is definitely because of the way I feel like I make people feel with their experience at We Rock Faces.
So like the healing aspect of it, yeah, because I can definitely hear that. You know, I mean, when I come, we talk and stuff like that, but that's my form of like self-care and healing, and you're providing that differently for each of your clients, which is awesome. I think that any professional that does that really truly has a passion and a purpose in what they're doing. All right, so what piece of advice do you want to give aspiring entrepreneurs or business owners that no one told you walking into this? Because it's easy to just ask for advice, but there's always that one thing that you figure out later down the line that nobody told you and you wish you would have been prepared for. If you can think of anything.
I can think of something that some people did tell me that just didn't happen for me, which is kind of different. You know, people are going to say, you know, family won't support you and stuff, but strangers and stuff will. But if I could give anybody advice, I think they need to be optimistic, because like, I'll take like the closest family that I have, which is my mom's sisters, who have not come to get like paid to get services from me. Like I've did like brows and lashes and stuff, and have did those services for free for them. On the backside, these are the women who watched my kids while I was in lash school, and watch my kids anytime, even if I'm working or stuff. So I think that a lot of people confuse it when they say, oh, well, my own family don't support me, but have they supported you in a different type of way for you to get to where you are? You know, my car has been broke down before and I've needed a ride and stuff. So I always kill people with the idea, don't say nobody don't support you, because they do. You may just be looking for it in like a money type of way, and that's not always true. It's not always true. Cousins, a lot of people have been there for me in different type of ways, and it makes me emotional because they don't realize how much, no matter how much money you can give a person, how you could be supporting them in a different type of way, and they really have. I got no tissue in here.
Oh,
at all.
We love these moments, and I think like it's important for us to see your vulnerability in this, because it's not easy.
No.
And the fact that you are emotional about those little things, it shows that those little things are important to you. So it's not about this grand, you know, thing that everybody like thinks like, oh, she's getting the money and she did, like, no, these little things are the most important to you. And that support system is what has helped you grow and become who you are. So
it definitely has.
Yeah, we appreciate your vulnerability.
It definitely has.
Yeah.
Other than that, people always tell you you're gonna have to work hard, but I feel like that's one of those things where you didn't realize, oh, you're gonna have to work hard. You really gonna have to work hard. But excuse me, it's like, it ain't like nobody ever told me that. It's just like I didn't comprehend it till way down the road. Like, oh, you're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to work hard. Entrepreneurs, you really leave corporate, which is 40 hours a week, 42 sometimes, to go work 100 hours a week by yourself. You really do.
So y'all hear this. If you're aspiring, you have to know what comes with it. And again, we just like really appreciate your vulnerability in this moment, because you're telling the absolute truth, which is why I wanted to interview you, because people need to see what a true boss looks like. Seriously, you know, there's so much. People make stuff look easy. All through social media, these pictures and these videos and these reels and whatever make it look so easy, but really behind the scenes, like 100 hours a week by yourself majority of the time, you know, like it's a lot of work that goes into it. So yeah, I love it. I love the transparency, the vulnerability and all that. So to kind of give you a break off of the emotional side, what are your upcoming plans for We Rock Faces and for Bossbeautees?
So I am getting into books with Bossbeautees and with We Rock Faces. I'm getting into books so I'll be able to add author pretty soon behind my little title right now. So I'm trying to break off into that. With We Rock Faces, I actually have built my clients to the point where I'm not accepting any new clients for 2022. So that's on lock, so that I can focus more on the ebooks behind it with my girls who have taken my lash classes, the ones who are trying to get to the point where they can stop taking new clients too, and just focus on the ones that you have. With Bossbeautees, is going on the author side too, but along with that, we're going to be hosting some fashion shows in 2022.
Ooh-wee.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna be there.
I'm excited about the fashion shows. And that'll be our way to, since we're all about girl boss, badass behavior, we'll be able to have some models come in and possibly some aspiring models. This will probably be some of the girls' first time on the runway and stuff. Have other boutique owners come showcase their stuff, whether they've been in a fashion show or not. It's just all about women's empowerment and us getting out there and us just doing the damn thing.
So if anybody is an aspiring model or a boutique owner or a current model or whatever, they can reach out to you on We Rock Faces, right? Or Bossbeautees.
On Bossbeautees.
Okay, so you heard it there, people. Like, if you do want to be a part of this and you do want to get your name out there, even just test the waters and see, if you can model, whatever, hit her up on Bossbeautees. We are not holding back in 2022, right? Like, we are not gonna do
nothing.
We're the big boss energy. Okay, so we kind of just found out like where we can find you at. I'll put it right here. Please go and support this freaking Black owned business. She's amazing. And in closing, I love her to death. And everybody who knows me knows this. Is there any final words that you want to say before I let you go get back to work, since I did interrupt your work day?
I would like to say the motto for anybody who watches this for 2022 is I'm going to cuss on your channel. Okay. So the motto is to do what the fuck you said you were gonna do. If you do what you said you were gonna do, then there is no reason why you shouldn't achieve the goals. So if you say you gonna fly a damn plane this year, then you need to do what the fuck you said you was gonna do. Amen. In order to get there, to achieve your goal of flying that plane this year. That's my motto for 2022. So whatever this has in here is what the fuck I said I'm gonna do. So do what you say you're gonna do and you'll get there.
You heard it here, folks. Do WTF you said you were gonna do. And y'all know I don't cuss. Well, I don't sound right, so I ain't gonna say it, but you know what she said. So thank you so much again, Estee, for sitting down with us today. And I'll catch y'all on another video. Bye.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for watching and for just vibing with the whole video. If you made it all the way through and you're at the end, I love you so much. I love you even if you didn't make it all the way at the end, or if you just skimmed through. I love you. I really hope that this propelled you and motivated you in any way, or whatever it did. If it made you emotional, if it made you laugh, if it made you cry, whatever it did to you, I really, it's intentional. It's placed here for that reason. So leave a comment of what was your favorite part of the video? Any questions you might have for Estee, or anything along those lines that maybe you just want to say or whatever. But with all that being said, if you or you know someone who you think I should highlight in this series, please email me at stashelybanks@gmail.com. And you can also reach out to me on Instagram Messenger, oh my gosh, Facebook Messenger, or on Instagram at stashelybanks, and we will go from there. So thank y'all again for watching, and I can't wait for y'all to see what's next. Love you. Bye.
Why these bitches capping so hard? Why you got a 12-car garage? Why you pulling out these rappers' cards? Cuddy niggas.